Alright, people, I'm back. For this time, I'm gonna bring you another song. Again, this back in I believe it was the late 60s, early 70s, but it told another ballad. But this one's about a poor boy being raised up in a lower class place and seeing a rich girl up on a hill that he knew he was gonna win, that he was gonna love for the rest of his life. And this was called Down in the Boondocks, and it's by Billy Joe Royal. And at the time when it came out, again, this is one of the songs that every guitarist around was learning to play. Right there, the chorus tells you everything. Now, something people don't realize that during the time of the radio, there wasn't really music videos, not unless you watch Ed Sullivan. But Billy Joe Royal was a well-published name, especially after this one come out. Even though it did not make number one, it still made it in the chart. And everybody that played the guitar wanted to learn to play the song because it spoke of the poor boy and his struggle to make it to the top. Right there. That's the reason why it was so good. Because most of the time, when you're a poor boy, you work for somebody. And it could be that boss girl, the boss's daughter that you fall in love with. And you knew you dared not even talk to her, even though she may smile at you and you smile at her. And somewhere along the town, you have a chance to talk to her and you fall in love. And you have to prove yourself in order just to be not and ask her out for a date. And it's going to tell you a little story of what's going to happen for you. And that's how the people did. The girl would sneak out at night, and the boy would be hiding in a secret place. And they would meet, and they would kiss, they would have their moment of love. And that's the way it was. The girl wasn't doing this to be mean to her father or mean to him. It was just the way it was. And that's the reason why this song, even though it didn't make the top 100, top ones, did make it in top 100. But this is the reason why so many poor men learn to play this on the guitar. And that's the way it was, people. Lots of songs back then just to make it onto the radio. And that's where I got my thought about this. I don't know if it's true or not. But every song had to have a hook within the first few seconds of a song. Some guitar playing, along with a small drum beat, different type of instrument there playing in it. But it was just basically rhythm guitar. You sit there, da 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 dum, da 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 dum, and you're beating on the guitar to get everything going. Then you start singing. Down in the boondocks, down in the boondocks, one fine day I'll find a way to the boondocks. Anyway, that's Down in the Boondocks. And again, that's by Billy Joe Royal, Down in the Boondocks. That was on a 45 that you could buy at the store. It's a very cheap record, only about a couple minutes long. But like I said, every guitar player at the time wanted to learn how to play this song. And that's the reason why it's one that I remember. At the time when this came out, I was not in that cheap place anymore. We had moved to Miami, and this was right after a bad hurricane, I think it was in '69. And we went down there because my father could find work real easily down there. And that's the only reason why we went down there. But this song come out, and I was learning to play the guitar, and I learned this song not by sheet music, but playing it by ear. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you have a great and wonderful day. Again, like, subscribe, and I ain't gonna tell you to turn on notifications because I don't know when I'm gonna put out another one. But whenever I do, you'll be the first to know.